This is an eccentric for knee flexion. So for this one here, we're going to be just using like a yoga mat or something like that, and then an anchor point, and then we're going to need a couple of things here. So I'm going to need a resistance band, medium to heavy resistance band, depending on where your knee's at, of course. And then I'd like to use the yoga strap for this one. If you don't have a yoga strap, you could probably get away with using a heavy resistance band, but the yoga strap is going to be ideal for this one. So I'll show my right side here. So I'm just going to loop up my right foot. So I'm going to take one end over here, feed it over the top, and then put my foot through the little gap here like this. And I'm just going to bring it around my ankle here. I'm going to do the same thing with the yoga strap. All right. So we're set up here, and now I'm going to come to a prone position, so lying down on my belly. So I'm gripping onto my yoga strap here. I'm just going to scoop myself away so there's a little bit of tension on the band here already. Just bring this up in the middle here. So here, I'm in this prone position, and now I need to be able to pull on the band, straightening out my arms, and then bringing my knee into a flex position. I can just bring my head down to the ground here. So from there, I'm in my best flex position, as best as I can get with the resistance of the band. I'm going to contract. I'm going to try and hold my heel as close to my bum as I can, squeezing, contracting, and then I release the band, the yoga strap, and I'm trying to resist inflection. I'm still trying to pull my heel to my bum, and I'm going to slowly lose that battle. So I'll probably actually come a little bit further away here. Hopefully you can still see me there. So here, I pull, get to my in-range position, contract, try and hold right there, squeezing, and I release, trying to pull my heel to my bum still, and I slowly lose into that extended position. So, a couple little key ingredients with this one, as I try and get this off my foot. A couple little keys with this one is, what will tend to happen, particularly if you don't have much strength in the hamstrings with this one, is that when you release that band, take a look at my sort of tailbone area here. When I release that band, what will happen is the tailbone will sort of lift up a little bit, and the low back will try and help you out, try and really compensate for the hamstrings, that lack of strength. So what I want you to do, rather than letting that tailbone lift up, tuck your pelvis. So tuck your pelvis, like press your sort of pubic bone here down into the ground, and that will really help to maintain that contraction in the hamstrings. If you don't, the low back's going to chime in. This is not a low back exercise. We're really trying to target the hamstrings with this one. So yeah, rather than letting that tailbone lift, tuck and drive it into the ground as you release that band, and maintain that tuck the whole time as you slowly lose into that extended position of the knee. Good luck with this one. This one's a tough one, so making sure you're choosing an appropriate resistance band for this one.